You want 3 hard truths from a counselor? Let's talk. Part of my job is to share some difficult truths with people. Just part of the job. If you're not doing it, you're not doing your job properly. At least that's my take on counseling. One, you're not the center of the universe. I know it can feel like that. It's easy to feel that way. We live in these containers that we call bodies, and we live within them, and we experience our life through eyes and our ears and our mouth and our senses and all. And there's a sense of isolation that can come with being this way. But we're not the center of the universe. Maybe the center of our universe, but not the universe. And there's lots of folks around us who are important and whatnot. So that's something that some people really need to hear, and some people really need to focus on is try to keep sense of the fact that there's other people out there that matter too. And the more you consider them and take them into your lives and make them, value them as you should, more pleasurable your life becomes. Next one is the Nile is not a river in Egypt. I know, bad joke. Nevertheless, the Nile is a very popular form of defense mechanism that people use. But here's the thing. Denying something doesn't mean it isn't true. It just means you're not willing to accept that it's true. You could go Freudian here and talk about the ego and superego and defense mechanisms and why all this works this way, but time restraints, It's important to be able to accept reality. Reality is not always fun. Reality can be very difficult, but it's important to be able to accept it. The healthier you are, the more reality you can accept. The less reality you can accept, the less healthy you are. That's one of the many litmus tests that you can apply. The last one is very, very important, particularly in the culture in which we live in today, and that's this. You're not a victim of your own choices. The wonderful thing about being a human being is we have free will. We can do what we like. But free will carries responsibility. So you have the freedom to make choices, but the freedom to make a choice means that you own the consequence that comes with that choice. So you're not a victim of your own choices. If you're in a bad situation because of the choices you made, don't go looking to blame other people. Look in the mirror, own what you've done, and figure out better decisions that will get you to a better place. That's the kind of thing I help people do all the time. But nothing is accomplished and no growth takes place when somebody simply blames everybody else for where they are. A, it's not true. And B, you're just going to stay there. And staying there blaming others is still staying there. And I think most people would really rather go to a better place. There you go. 3 hard truths from a counselor. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day.